On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on, set. Go.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here we go. Track at 60.
They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
19 tight.
Now it's DTR. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first.
Let's go. 18 ready.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you're not thinking is going to happen on a 1st down run. They'll likely need now a big gain on 2nd to try to get back on schedule.
They send a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. He locates Adonai Mitchell. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10. Let's go now.
Thompson Robinson back to throw. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
18, Pioneer. Roll. Go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
60 Maverick. Curve 19. Buffalo 18.
Going to the ground again on first. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Trap 60.
DTR looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Nevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Completed to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Let's go.
Receiver in motion going left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. Young on 1st and 10. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. To the air on 1st down, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Still on his feet. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Running for it, Kamara. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing from his own end zone. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. 70 range. 70 range. Hut, hut.
Here's DTR to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On the move, headed right. It's tipped away, and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Panthers football. New set of downs for him from the 46. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Young looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Kamara running out of the gun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Young to throw it. He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. DTR to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's DTR. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 43. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Shotgun snap now to Young. Cut by Lockett. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. 1st down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
And 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Come 19, come 19.
DTR looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Intended target there was David Njoku. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They've got the block. It's a foot race. 30. Gets the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Bates now for the point after. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Mevis ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Stephanie.
Out of the gun, Young. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now.
Young working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. 70 range. 70.
Thompson Robinson. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. So they'll decline this and take the result. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
One of the tight ends motioning right.
Set, go.
Running it after the penalty. Runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game at 21. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Man in motion here. To the air on first down. Young. Finds Sanders. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now a give running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Set it. Ready, ready.
2nd and 13. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
He fires one deep down the middle. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Christian Benford has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the set.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running behind center with Kamara. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Set. 79 Broncos.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throwing on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now. Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now Young. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
DTR to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Ready up.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Set up. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Running back sent in motion.
Go.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Fits it through the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Pass taken in by Sutton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Young on the play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They did it. He made the interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Buffalo 18.
of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go. Set, go.
He'll throw it. Catch made by Mitchell. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
70. 70 range.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns needing 4 points. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Another carry for him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to the well again. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Mustang 19.
Slot receiver headed left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Here he is to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Come on. Set. Dragon 60.
to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here he is to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's a give to Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football.